I want to know from your perspective, just kind of what do you see the overall market doing right now? And like, do you see it, how do you see altcoins shaping up? Like it's definitely a good time to buy right now, but how long are we going to have this opportunity?
So I didn't get a chance to check out the CPI data report that was apparently released today. But I do know that we have a new wave of investors coming.
It was bullish. It was bullish.
Okay.
It was bullish, and Bitcoin pumped, and then it immediately dumped, and it's right at that kind of challenge point of 57,000 on the trend line.
So I did expect a bullish thing, because usually in the summer people are spending money all the time, and then the GDP increases. But in terms of where I see the market going, so I think the summer is going to remain like reddish. It's going to be like flat sideways. I think at some point in Q3, probably more like Q4, we're going to see the market eventually turn around, because the Fed's going to have to eventually cut interest rates. And when we get to a point where the economy is more, I guess, in a better state for investors to feel confident to invest, we're going to see all the ones who are exiting the market right now, and they're going to come back. Because right now, all you're seeing, what I see a lot, is newbies coming in, and we have a new wave, right? And people think this is a bear market. It's not. It's just a dip down in the bull market. Historically, we have seen drops after the Bitcoin happened. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to see sideways action for a bit. The Fed's going to, pretty much turn the switch on. They're going to cut interest rates, and then eventually everyone's going to be like, Bitcoin's going to the moon, and it's going to be like, kumbaya next year. We're going to see some crazy gains. Yeah. That's why it's going to happen, but it could be at least probably another, 3 months or so before we start seeing some bullish action. And in terms of altcoin season, I still think we're like a year or more away.
Yeah, I'm a little different there. I believe that the end of the bull run will potentially be in, I think, April Fool's Day. I got a lot of reasons to think that. Obviously, it's not going to hit probably on that day, but there are some reasons why it actually could. There's a lot of narratives that go along with that, and that have actually been used in crypto before, which is putting out fake stories for tops, and also doing things suddenly to make people scared. There was just a change of code on a website. They took $100 million worth of volume off at the top of 2017 at CoinMarketCap, and that's always the top of the altcoins. Or maybe that was the top of Bitcoin. Can't remember which one it was. But the point is that there are a lot of things that can happen. I think this cycle has been more compact so far. There was less of an accumulation in the bear market. And, right now, technically, we should see Bitcoin going up in your time range, right? About October. I think there's no way by sometime September, we're not moving forward. I think October will be probably a very bullish month. But I just don't think, because the number I've been told and that I see everywhere is $140,000 to $150,000. Anywhere, I think a good range is 125 to 150. It's not going to go over that on anything more than a spike. The finance is controlled. They're not going to allow it to get that out of control. And so that's why I think we've seen a big press down here, because now when it hit 50 or 52, whatever it was, that's 150 is almost a 3x from there, right? There's still a lot of money to be made. And the TradFi and the institutions is the first run up. That's why these retail people are still thinking it's a bear market, because they just got absolutely crushed because they came in right when the other people came out. And now we're waiting for the opening of the big retail and the big influx from, retail TradFi, in a sense, the stock people to come over in. I think that's what we're going to see. So I think you're right. I think we're going to see the market go up at some point this year for sure. And this is not a bear market. We're in between bull market trends. And I agree with you. I think altcoins, are going to start running by the end of the year. I just don't think there's not enough money in the world to put Bitcoin up. There's not enough money, fake money in the world to make Bitcoin look like it's above $150,000. Because remember, there's no real money in the world. There's only debt. That's actually true. So
I share the same belief with you. To piggyback real quick, last cycle, I don't know if you remember, everyone kept saying Bitcoin's going to 100K.
I did. I said it.
Okay, I don't remember. It hit 69K, and then that was it. So now, if you start seeing numbers like that again, 200K is coming. That's where I'm like, okay, I'm getting out before 200K.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because right now, see, kind of the way this information works for these investors, these big investors, is that they put out these dog whistles. And when you know who they are, like State Street is an example of a bank, whenever they put out a report or have an analyst that says anything, that's a dog whistle to what's happening. But they also use them as to fake retail out, right? So kind of when the market is down, you will see these companies give reasonable, like I think $150,000 is reasonable, right? When the market's up and we're getting close to 120 and they're talking about 200K. That's when you know, when they change what they said drastically, or they swing 180 degrees, that's the media propaganda. So, John, I got to let you go. I got to go get on a cruise. I'm going to miss the boat if I don't go. So I make sure, guys, check out Crypto John, or you're going to miss the boat on the greatest altcoin pick so far of this cycle. Virtual banking coming in number 2, and I'm hanging tough at number 3. So you can't beat this trio here. And also, don't forget Dion and NYC Mega Yacht Club. They're not on YouTube all the time, but they make incredible picks too. You guys check them out. Tell them where they can find you, John.
Yeah, so my handle is crypto_John, and my X account, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. You'll find me there always posting or laughing at Dion's posts or reposting Ben's posts. So you'll see me on there.
All right, man. All right. Appreciate it, John. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Good boy out.